Obviously, one of the most bullish cryptocurrencies on the entire planet is Bitcoin. Institutions are rushing to buy up as much as possible. You've got financial analysts telling people why you must own at least one Bitcoin. Guys, the entire story is that Bitcoin is going to be hitting hundreds of thousands of dollars, one day millions of dollars per coin, and everybody rushing to buy in. But you know what? I tried to buy some the other day out on Trust Wallet. And you know what I ran into? Ridiculously high fees. Now, I want to talk about that because there's a solution being created right now, and it is the first ever layer 2 blockchain on Bitcoin. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, we have the first ever Bitcoin layer 2 blockchain. Now, this is going to solve a lot of problems, because it's cool to go out and buy Bitcoin on Coinbase or Crypto.com or, even the KSX exchange. If you're buying on a centralized exchange, Bitcoin's cheap. But if you're buying on a decentralized exchange, if you're buying on a hot or cold storage wallet, it is actually very expensive to do so. It doesn't really make sense unless you're buying with massive amounts of money, or of course you plan on holding for a really long time. Now, yes, Bitcoin is a store of value, so you can hold it, but if you're talking about transacting, it literally does not make sense to transact in Bitcoin. But as a matter of fact, we have nothing but bullish news out there. Bitcoin businesses are going public. You've got businesses doubling down right now. Businesses, I don't know which one of these articles it was, but businesses were the largest. Yeah, hold on my beer. Businesses are Bitcoin's biggest buyers this year. The institutions are pouring in, and it's going to lead Bitcoin prices to new all-time highs. We're testing that level right now. Guys, this $105,000 Bitcoin level is what kept us back in December, what kept us back in January, and it's the only level of resistance left on the screen for Bitcoin right now in May. Not if, but when this level is broken, Bitcoin is going to be soaring to new highs. And as a matter of fact, with analysts predicting $200,000, $500,000, $1 million Bitcoin from 2025 through 2030, you better prepare for massive growth in the crypto space. But what that's going to do is make transactions even slower. So if you're interested in investing in Bitcoin in a layer 2 way, click that link down in the description below. It's going to pull up this website right here. From there, it is very easy to buy with card or buy with crypto. Now, what I like to do is scan this QR code with the Best Wallet on my phone. So if you guys need a Best Wallet download, you got that down in the description as well. And then you're simply going to type in how much you want to buy. And this is the first stage of the pre-sale. Guys, you can read through their white paper. I took a look at it. The initial price is 1.15 cents, so you guys are getting in at the absolute bottom. Now, on launch day, launch is expected in quarter 3 or quarter 4 of 2025. It could be sooner, depending on demand. On launch day, you guys are going to be sitting on roughly 10% gains. Now, that's not extraordinary, but it's good. It's going to pad your portfolio, and one of the reasons I like that is because you're not going to have people rushing to take profits on launch day. You're not going to have that extreme volatility where guys go out and say, oh my gosh, I'm up 10%, I need to take it. No, absolutely not. They're going to be more committed to holding and watching demand continue to rise, especially as the price of Bitcoin continues to rise. Now, I'm not going to go through this in total detail, but you guys can see exactly how this layer 2 works. Number 1, you bridge your Bitcoin over to the layer 2 blockchain. You've got your layer 2 operation with all of your DeFi protocols, settlement and security on the layer 2 blockchain. And of course, when you want to move it back over to Bitcoin, you simply do so, and it takes your newly minted tokens on the layer 2 blockchain and moves them back over to the Bitcoin blockchain. If you guys want all of the details for a full breakdown on how it works, make sure to read their white paper. All you got to do is click this right here. It's going to pull it up. You guys can read through the entire thing. I don't have enough time to do that in this video here, but nonetheless, you're going to be able to see all of the details in their white paper. If you're interested in holding Bitcoin Hyper for a longer period of time, consider staking. Guys, right now, the staking rewards are 5,666%. Now, if you break that down daily, that's about 15% per day that you're going to be earning by staking your Bitcoin Hyper tokens. You're going to see these things compound just exponentially at that rate. Now, of course, that rate is dynamic. So the more people that buy in, the more people that stake, the lower that rate is going to go. So because you guys are getting in literally on stage 1, you've got the best pricing and you've got the best staking rewards that you could possibly have at the moment. Now, you can go through and read all of the Bitcoin news that's out there. Trust me, I do it on a daily basis all day long. There's some Bitcoin bears out there. You get fools like Peter Schiff saying Bitcoin's going to zero, and the bears out there that say Bitcoin is for nothing but North Korean hackers. And guys, they're haters for a reason, right? Boldies are boldies for a reason. They're depressed, man. They don't like what they got going on in their own life, so they got to bring everybody else down. Once you flush out those bears and you look at the actual news, there is nothing but optimism and growth ahead for Bitcoin. And because of that, tokens like Bitcoin Hyper can absolutely see success as well. And as a matter of fact, think about it. You know, Bitcoin Hyper having a much smaller market cap than Bitcoin, the growth potential is exponential in tiny little tokens like this. If you want to break down to the tokenomics, 25% going to the treasury, 20 to marketing, 15 to rewards, 10 to listings, and 30% to developments there. And of course, you can get a full breakdown on all of that on their white paper as well. Check out the guys that are out there supporting Bitcoin and everything that they have seen so far, and get all of your questions answered. And once you do, right? And once you make that decision to jump in, you could take this from a tiny little $108,000 ride into the multi-millions. Don't fade Bitcoin, right? We are on the brink of a major breakout. $105,000 is ready to be smashed through new all-time highs, ready to be reached, and people are going to be making a lot of money. Be one of those people. Check out Bitcoin Hyper. Check out Bitcoin. Understand the difference that a layer 2 blockchain makes. And let me know what you guys think about it. Now, until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.